What's up, guys? Out to here with another video, and I really haven't been trying to comment or post, about this whole George Floyd thing, or this COVID-19 thing, and I know a lot of people haven't really been talking about it, but I was scrolling through my Facebook feed because I haven't really been on Facebook as much as much as I used to, and I just kind of like try to stay away from social media except for YouTube. You guys seen it. I've been putting out some videos on YouTube and stuff like that, but not too much on Facebook. Concerning this whole thing, this whole topic. But anyway, I was in a better mood, so I got on Facebook, scrolling through the timeline, and somebody posted an article about the protests and something about COVID-19. To be honest, I didn't even read the article, but there was something that just kind of clicked in my mind, and I thought about it, and I said, "Well, wait, hold on." I remember about 2 weeks ago, um, police were, you know, arresting pastors, and I can't remember if it was in California or New York, where the police went into this church and they basically disbanded the people due to the COVID-19 health crisis thing. And now here all of a sudden, about it's 2 weeks later, and you got these tens of thousands of people, out on the streets, causing mayhem, causing ruckus. And then there's a lot of these, so-called leaders that are okay with this. We're talking about mayors and governors who are basically saying, yeah, it's okay for you guys to come together and protest and all of this stuff here. But it's just like, well, wait, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Before all of this went down, you guys was urging people to stay inside their homes and talking about you were going to start rolling out these uh, harsh penalties for people who didn't stay home. You know, curfews and all of this stuff here. Although they're doing the curfews with the protesting because of all the looting, but they're encouraging peaceful protests. They're encouraging people to come together in mass numbers to protest. But everyday working, law abiding citizens, churchgoers, even church people, can't meet, can't come together, can't meet. Um, you know, and it's crazy because it's like all of that hooping and hollering about social distancing and all of this stuff here due to COVID-19. No one's bringing this up saying that, hey, we need to get a control, over all of these protests and stuff because there's so many people coming together within close proximity of each other, and they could be passing the virus amongst themselves. So first of all, let's crack down on what's going on out here and put people back into their homes, back under quarantine. And it's like those talks are going out the window now. You know what I'm saying? And this is something that I want the church to really realize. I'm not calling for people to be anti-government, to be anarchists or anything like that, or to rebel against the government. But I just want you guys to see how, how the unfairness, how we're not treated fairly in society. You know what I'm saying? And and to be honest, we should be rejoicing in that because it's just like it makes the Bible true. Jesus said that these things will happen. You know what I'm saying? You got lawmakers and government officials, godless people. Some of these people are godless, and they're allowing certain things to happen. They're allowing certain things to go on, and they're giving certain people a pass versus us as Christians. And I know a lot of Christians don't are probably not going to really relate to this because we live in a society now to where a lot of Christians they either go to church online or they don't even meet. And when they do meet, it's in some big mega church, you know, where they don't know a lot of these other people, and it's just, they're just going there to be entertained. So staying home from church really doesn't mean anything to them because they're not really fellowshipping with people that they have a close relationship with. But people like me and probably some of you out there who are watching, who have a close, tight knit church family, us not being able to come together, like that bothers us. You know what I'm saying? Um, but a lot of Christians who don't go to church nowadays, who don't believe in fellowship and all of that, that's this message is going to fall on deaf ears for them. Probably even some Hebrew Israelites, because I don't think a lot of Hebrew Israelites even come together, to worship the Lord and congregate with each other. But I just wanted to go ahead and make this quick video because you guys can see like the persecution of the church. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even though this is something that's small, I'm not saying that this is something that's just huge and we better start running for the hills. But you know, just just how you can see the hypocrisy when it comes to the treatment of the church and everyone else. Everyone else is okay with people actually going out and doing the things that they're doing. There's even some people out there saying that, oh, it's okay to go out there and loot, because of the George Floyd situation. And these are people who are just mad and angry, and I'm not even going to get into my own personal view on that. But it's like people are willing to allow that. And there are people who are actually dying, who have been killed during these protests, during these riots. And it's like it's just so funny how everyone is just in support of that. Even these black woke Christians, they're so in support of this stuff, but they're silent on when there is direct persecution of the church. No one's talking about, well, hey, listen, we want to come together and we want to meet, but they'll allow all of this stuff to go on, all of this law breaking, all of this lawlessness going on out here. Everyone is okay with that. Everyone understands that. But when people want to come together for the Lord and talk about the Lord, then we're not essential. You know, Abortion clinics are essential. Tattoo shops are essential. You know, barbershops and stuff are essential. They're more essential over the church. And right now this pandemic, um, or these protests is showing that they're more essential than the church because they're allowing this to happen. And I'm not saying that these other businesses like the tattoo shops and barber shops, or trying to equate them with the church, but what I'm saying is that it's just so funny how everybody else is more essential than the church, and I want people to really pay attention to that. Especially those who are a part of the woke church. Just know that these people, they're not on your side. They don't care about Christ. They don't care about Jesus. They don't care about the Word of God. You know, and this is why the Bible warns us to not be unequally yoked with unbelievers. This is the prime example because you are unequally yoked with these unbelievers, people who don't care about the Bible, people who tell you to your face that they believe that it's the white man's religion. And when something like this happens, they want you to join lockstep with them and, kumbaya and make circles around, campfires with your arms locked together, for in the name of justice. But when this is all over, they'll be back to bashing the church. They'll be back to talking junk about the church. So as Christians, we're in this alone. You think black people are in this alone? No, 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 no. Christians, in general, we are in this world alone, and you guys never forget that. So of course you're going to see unfair treatments. You're going to see people giving certain passes to others that they're not going to give to the church, and that's just the way it is. And this is why we patiently await Christ's return. So I just wanted to go ahead and make this quick message for you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think that we all get the same treatment, that the church is somehow privileged and everyone is looking for, the church, but the church won't allow people in, or the treatment that we're getting right now, we deserve it? Or do you kind of think that, well, you do kind of see a difference in treatment when the church and everyone else? But whatever you guys think, let me know in the comment section below. And as always, if you like what you're seeing, like what you heard, like, rate, share, comment, subscribe, and you guys have a blessed day.